Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the flag bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New England Patriots. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
The talented young man took over the full-time starter week 6 of last season, showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
To the air right away is May. Short pass caught by Henry. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. On play action, May. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Taken down at the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's May. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of seats.
So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll throw with May. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Looking to throw, May. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, May. And he's got his big wide receiver got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. J.C. Horn, really nice defensive effort. He'll get the tackle for loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's May. Left side caught by Diggs. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Patrick Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal.
A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
His 2nd year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting benched, took his time, watched the game, and then came back better than ever. 2nd year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
A play fake, now Young. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, Young. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Just inside the 30-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Hubbard. And he's dropped just... For the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And the Panther 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here's 2nd and 7. Young. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
and a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First and 10 on the 43-yard line.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So back at the midfield stripe now. They'll come up 2nd and long. The tight end Henry here in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's May. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Young. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over.
I see a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs. Gripping on it like I'm picking a pride. Hit the crib with a
good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To the air, May. Short pass caught by Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's May. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing here is May. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw again. He wants it all for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
For the Patriots.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. yards now. Here's another first down. The left side with Stevenson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Brings up second and 11 at the 12-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. From the shotgun, it's May. Got a man, and he hits him. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. The slot man in motion right. From the gun on third down is May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Andres Borregales on for the Patriots field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports halftime report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long. Young. He had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Starts with a carry by Stevenson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9. On play action, May. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
May now off the bootleg. Short pass caught by Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. No gain. Quarterback sneak, no gain. Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
Early early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Young to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Panthers.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. A beautiful fake. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And a Panther first down.
On all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our instances.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Milton Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Young to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Young will set to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. A quick hitter complete. It's Henry. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Looking to put a drive together. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. Now Young. Got a man. That's the gap. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Carolina.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now here's Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he's got this down.
This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They work now on 2nd and 9. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16.
And the Panther 1st down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Young. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Now Young. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Patriots now down by 4, 44 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ooh, baby, we run it down. Get it the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to shut it down. Whenever I get your money up, believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people down.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Douglas. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll look to throw. It's this complete to Butte. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Douglas. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Douglas. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now 2nd and 4. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.